Hey guys, welcome back to Sailing Moxie. The engine's about to arrive. I'm going to have it installed back on the boat today. I had the engine rebuilt after I threw a connecting rod. You can see that a few episodes ago. I'm pretty excited to have the engine back on board. I can finally get Moxie out and start sailing again. So here we go. This is the first time I've seen the completed engine since it was rebuilt with a new block, piston, and connecting rod. I had seen it in the shop at various stages along the way, and the mechanic had even sent me a video of it running for the first time. But it was great to finally have it finished and delivered. The rebuild mechanic had another mechanic friend who would be able to install it for me at the dock. He had all the equipment to make it easy. That way I didn't need to haul the boat out. One of the first things we did was tighten all the dock lines to reduce movement of the boat during installation. And then we would use the boom to lift the engine and swing it onto the boat. In episode 20, we took the engine off the boat. This time, we were doing everything again, but in reverse. Once again, I had to loosen a shroud cable and also remove a granny bar to be able to swing the engine over. Like before, we used a chain hoist to lift the engine with the boom. A 1-ton chain hoist is only about 50 or 60 bucks. It made things really easy for both the removal and the installation. The weight of the engine will tilt the boat a bit, but very little. Mine is only a few hundred pounds. Make sure to protect the deck of the boat if you need to set the engine down, as we did. To lift the rebuilt engine higher than the boom, instead of using a halyard, we used a simple I-beam A-frame and a beam roller. This mechanic Paul had a pre-built A-frame and all the right tools because he installs engines and transmissions on boats all the time. This saved me tons of time and effort trying to do it on my own. Paul said that he usually has to do this job entirely on his own, but it is good to have an extra hand to help and for safety reasons. Notice how he set it up diagonally across the deck to be able to get the engine to the hatch.
Oh, that looks good.
The engine looked great once it was unwrapped. Then we just lowered it down into the cabin. Make sure not to get underneath the engine itself. As we lowered it, we made small adjustments to get it into position, until it was finally on the mounts and back as part of the boat. That was a good feeling. I had done a lot of preparation for the installation. I had sanded and painted the engine mounts and bilge area. It had looked pretty rough beforehand. This included some minor fiberglass work to patch some cracks and places I cut out with an angle grinder. To paint this area, I used Total Bilge by Total Boat from Jamestown Distributors. I had previously used it to paint the bilge area in my V-berth back in episode 18. It really turned out well here in the engine area. I put down 2 coats of paint. and I also use it on my engine drip pan. Of course, there were other engine parts to replace and install as well. We eventually got everything hooked back up. Hoses, wires, gearbox, and prop shaft. It was finally time to start her up and see how she ran. I finally had a working engine back on my boat. After several months, it was time to get Moxie back out on the water again and take her sailing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. There are lots more projects and videos ahead. And follow me on Instagram, where you'll see even more updates. Here are some clips of some dolphins in and around the marina. This is pretty much a daily occurrence. It's pretty awesome to see.
There we go.
Yeah, we need to go up to the bow.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
As always, thanks again for watching Sailing Moxie. We'll see you next time.